Hey everyone, and welcome to Webisode number 4. That's Quattro. We're here sitting in my courtyard, and it's Tuesday morning after the long Labor Day weekend. And what an incredible opportunity it was to reflect on what an amazing country we have, and what an amazing group of people I'm surrounded with each and every day, including you, the people that I work with. It's tough to go back to work on Tuesday morning, but it is Tuesday morning, and it's time to go back to work. We're going to start Webisode 4 off with something a little bit different. A letter from a good friend and client, Danica White from the Monette School. She writes, "Dear Scott, we're off to a great start with a great group of kids. Work ethic is an all-time high, but I want to make sure that they see the results of their work. Any ideas on how to get them past the nerve issues? Our performance last night was great while they looked and sounded great for the first time, but they were very timid in their performance. We spent 4 years working to get a good balanced sound, but you've got to be able to hear them to appreciate it. This is the one issue I would put down to freshman nerves, but I'm not sure that it is. Any thoughts?" Well, actually, Danica, there's a couple things I'd like to talk about. 3 things to be specific. Number 1, make sure you're using breathing exercises. Now, I have a great series that I used, and it's from good friends Pat Sheridan and Sam Palafin, called the Breathing Gym. But don't just use them as a part of your warm-ups. You've got to integrate them into the rehearsal. When the band's playing a chord at the end of a movement and they're not playing with enough air, stop and use that moment as a teachable moment in the rehearsal to implement breathing gym or breathing exercises into your rehearsal. I think too many times we do things as a part of the warm-up and don't bring them back in for the rest of the rehearsal. It's like tuning at the start of rehearsal, never mentioning it again. Your band's probably not going to play very in tune. The second thing I recommend is, in order to build confidence, before the kids can move and play, they've got to be able to play. If you're going to rehearse 64 measures of drill that day, make sure that you spend 20 minutes rehearsing 64 measures of the music of that drill. I don't believe that the body can contradict itself, and if they're feeling insecure with what's happening here and here, then it's going to transcend onto the field. So whatever you're going to do visually that day, spend time doing it musically. When they feel good with their horns, they're going to feel better when their horns in movement. And then the third thing is, I think, even though it's not the greatest teaching technique, repetition builds comfort. In September, on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday rehearsal, I always ran a complete repetition of the show, and that way the kids got that feel. In October, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I always did 2 complete reps of the show. And in November, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I did 3 complete reps of the show each and every day. And I did that so that the kids would understand what it felt like to go back to back to back, nearly 32 minutes of show music at a high velocity and high demand. And I did that so that when they had to do it once cold, it felt easy. I've long believed you don't train someone to run the 100-meter dash by running the 100 meters every day. Sometimes you have to run a mile or 2 miles or sprint 400 meters so that the 100 meters seems easy. Well, those are some thoughts. Those are some messages. I told you that the webisodes would have questions and thoughts from you, and so I encourage you to write to me with your questions and thoughts, and maybe they'll be in webisode number 5. Take care, everyone. Have a great week, and be blessed for what you do and who you are. Take care. Who you are. Take care.